This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my own personal YouTube channel. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you enjoy what we've got for you. What we've got for you today is we did a fair bit of reviewing last week. We reviewed the Australian Classics, so we're relatively up to date with them. And we also reviewed the first Spring National Hunt Festival of the season, the Cheltenham Festival, held in the UK. What we're going to do today is we're going to get back onto some Classic Watch 25 possibles ahead of the first Japanese Classic of the year, which takes place on Sunday, the 13th of April. The Japanese 1,000 guineas held at Hanshin. We're going to try and nail down another possible for the site in the lead up to the race. But first, where can people find these horses? They can find them at the website classicwatch25.great/site.net. People see there that the Australian trained horses are still flying the flag alone on the website. All that will end in the second week of April, hopefully, as the Japanese horses will also come onto the site. The roll of honour there of the Australian horses is somewhat up to date. There was another pattern race win and a classic win for Broadsiding and a classic win for Lady Shenandoah. They've actually taken out two classics between them, the Australian selected horses at this point. So they're all doing quite well, it's fair to say. But yeah, some Japanese horses will hopefully appear soon ahead of the first Japanese Classic at classicwatch25.great/site.net. The horse we're going to take a look at today races in Japan and is called Embroidery. Embroidery, people will see a filly, a 3-year-old filly, winner of the Group 3 Daily High Queen Cup in February 2025. And people will see that the horse is entered in the Oka Show, the Japanese 1,000 guineas, which is a race next week, as I said. Embroidery is sired by Admire Mars out of a dam called Rotten Maya, who herself was sired by Kurafood. Owned by the Silk Racing Company Limited, and one share was 60 million yen, with 500 shares available. The horse, I don't think, was sold at sale. No, it wasn't. And the horse so far has earned 55.76 million yen in his career in the JRA. People see, they take a look at the form. The horse was actually second on debut in June 2024. Then got off the mark in July in a 2-year-old maiden. Finished 5th in the Saffron Show, a winners of one race. And then bounced back in November 2024 with a win in an allowance race, a winner of one race in November to end his 2-year-old career. And then bounced back with his first start at 3 on the 15th of February 2025 with a win in the Group 3 Daily High Queen Cup, a race we are going to take a look at the end of this video. So the horse doing quite well. 3 wins out of 5 starts at the moment, with 1 second place on debut and earnings of 55.76 million. If people take a look at the Racing Post, they will see that the horse is bred by 10 Eye Horse Park Limited. The Racing Post, though, despite a scene on Net Khyber that the horse has raced 5 times, the Racing Post have only got one of his runs on their website, and that was the win this year in the Daily High Queen Club. None of his 2-year-old form has managed to get on the Racing Post website, although we can ascertain that the horse won the Daily High Queen Cup, beating Mapuche by 2.5 lengths, and the Racing Post has dared not to rate the race at the moment. So we can ignore this page, really, because a lot of the form is just woefully incomplete. But again, the thoroughbred database still hasn't been updated. The horse is still only down as winning 9.4 £1 million yen, but the form is right. 5 starts, 3 wins and 1 place. But at the moment, the amount is wrong. But all we come for this site for, the Thoroughbred Pedigree online database, is to get the dam line of the horse Embroidery. People can see that the dam line is 16C of Embroidery. So what we're going to do in the usual fashion, we're going to take a look at the first 5 dams of the horse, taking us back to 1973. We're going to take a look at any decent horses that we find along the way that are related to Embroidery. And then we'll watch the horse Embroidery win the Group 3 Daily High Queen Cup this season. And then we will end the video. We're going to take a look at the dam first. The dam of a Embroidery, Rottenmeier. A mare born in 2013, sired by Kirafun, out of a dam called Adelheid. People will see if they look at Rottenmeier on this site, no form whatsoever on the Pedigree online thoroughbred database, owned by Silk Company Limited, bred by Northern Farm. They've not exactly done a great job here, because the horse Rottenmeier, if people go to Net Khyber, actually raced 14 times in her career, managing to win 3 times, second twice and third once. 6 times in the first 3 out of 14 starts. People take a look at the form. She was actually 13th in the Group 1 Yusen Himba, the Japanese Oaks of 2011. She was actually 3rd in the race that Embroidery won, the Group 3 Daily High Queen Cup of 2016. This horse managed to win. First time out, ridden by Shane Foley. It was then 3rd, then won the Wesserenga Show, an open race of 2016 at Hanshin, before booking a place in the Japanese Oaks. Simbun High Queen Stakes, she was also 3rd in that race as well. Oh no, she was the 3rd favourite for that race, and she finished 10th. She was also 2nd in a winner of 2 race, the Kizugawa Tokubetsu, and she was also 2nd in another one before winning an allowance winners of 2 race in 2018, finishing her career with a defeat, finishing 10th in a winner of 3 race, the Uzushio Stakes in the 9th of March 2019. But she was Group 3 placed open race winner. Rottenmeier. So unfortunately, the thoroughbred, the online database, has really dropped the ball there with that one. No excuse for not getting that correct, really. The second dam of the horse we're going to take a look at in a minute, but there is a couple of relatives out of that horse that it might be worth taking a look at. Edel Bloom is one, a mare foaled in 2019, sired by Harbinger, out of a dam called Adelheid. So this horse is a half dam, a half sister to the first dam of Embroidery. Edel Bloom raced 16 times in her career, according to this site, and was placed in the first 3 in 13 of 16 starts, managing to win 99,931,000 yen in her race career. There was the odd bits of black type form here as well. Edel Bloom was 2nd in the Group 3 Mermaid Stakes last year in 2024, aged 5. She's also won a couple of races, the Matsuhama Tokubetsu, the Hokkaido Handicap, and at 5 she won the Daiwa Scarlet Cup as well. But the 2nd in the Group 3 at Kyoto was a legitimate pattern race effort from Edel Bloom. The next horse we need to take a look at is Adele Lieber, a filly, born in 2022, sired by Henny Hughes out of Adelheid again. So this is another half-sister to the first dam of Embroidery, Rottenheimer. Again, the Pedigree online thoroughbred database has this horse is not racing at all. But if people go to Net Khyber, again, they will see the horse has raced 5 times, finishing in the first 3 on 3 occasions and winning once. The horse won a 2-year-old maiden last year at Chukio and was placed in the listed Edelweiss Show of 2024. Hasn't raced this year at all. But has got a little bit of listed place form out in Japan. So that's 2 pattern race horses related to the first dam of our horse at the moment, Embroidery. Time to take a second look at the dam now. Adelheid, a mare foaled in 2007, sired by Agnes Tachyon, out of Biwa a mare foaled in 1993. Adelheid only raced once on the track and was unplaced. And I did check Net Kaibu, had the horse running once as well. So we will accept that. It is then that the horses really do start to come on this section of 16C. Biwa looks a very key mare, it's fair to say, on this line. We'll look at her eventually. But let's take a look now at the horses that are related out of her, that are therefore related to Adelheid. Admire Japan, half-brother to Adelheid, out of Sunday Silence, out of a dam called Biwa. Admire Japan raced 10 times, finishing in the first 3 on 6 occasions, managing to win twice. Earnings of 168,637,000 yen in his career. Decent enough career, Admire Jen, it's fair to say. At 2, he was 3rd in the Radio Tampa High Nisai Stakes. At 3, the horse won the Group 3 Keisei High at Nakayama. The horse was also classic placed, twice in the Japanese 2000 Guineas and the Japanese St. Ledger of 2005. And the horse was also second in the Hochihai Yeo Show, a Grade 2 race at Nakayama. Entered stud in 6 years, 2007 to 2013 at Hokkaido. Relocated to Hokkaido, Nikapu rather than Hidaka. In 2014, dual classic placed, Group 3 winner. Very good horse, it's fair to say. Didn't really do it at stud, it's fair to say. Siren, 1 listed winner. The winner of the 2014 Marguerite Stakes. Dantsu Cancer. The crops of the horse were really what they were. Admire Japan, the most it received, most mares it foaled received was 128 and 135 in 2009 and 2010. But the horse was down to receiving just 1 mare in 2018. It's safe to say that the stallion really didn't hit any straps. The highest AEI the horse received was 0.59, which he received twice. So I had some winners. So I had plenty of winners, but just never managed to break through to the pattern level, it's fair to say. Admire Japan. Admire Aura is another one. A horse foaled in 2014. This is actually a full brother to the second dam of Embroidery. Adelheid out of Agnes Tachyon. Admire Aura is also out of Agnes Tachyon. Foaled in 2004. The horse raced 16 times and finished in the first 3 in 9 of 16 times, managing to win 4 races with earnings of 276,865,000 yen. Very solid career Admire Aura had, it's fair to say. At 2, he was second in the Sports Hochihai Chukyo Nisai. At 3, the horse won the Hochihai Yeo Show, and the horse was also 3rd in the Japanese Derby, which in those days was only a listed race in the international pad. It isn't now. It's also 3rd in the Naruo Kinen as well. There's another classic placed horse. At 4, the horse won the Group 2 Kyoto Kinen and was 2nd in the Sports Nippo Show Kyoto Kinpai. And at 6, the horse was 3rd in the Fukushima TV Open. The horse raced in Japan and the United Arab Emirates, entered stud between 2011 and 2015 at Yushin Stallion Station in Hokkaido as well. Another classic placed horse, Admire Aura. And it is through Aryan pedigree and this stallion here, Arctos, who was actually sired out of Admire Aura, that we can have to take a quick look at his stallion career. He entered stud in Japan in 2011, sire of 88 progeny to race only. 73 winners, 82% of his crop won. Earnings of over £19 million, and the horse managed to sire 3 stakes winners, including this horse Arctos, who won the Group 3 Chukyo Procyon Stakes. Another Group 3 winner there, Nobo Bakura. And Cross Krieger was also a Group 3 winner. But just the 3 stakes winners sired by Admire Aura. But the horse had a very good racing career, classic placed. Next horse we're going to take a look at is Buena Vista, an absolute legend of the Japanese horse racing scene, really. Champion 2-year-old mare, filly I think she was at the time. A mare foaled in 2006, sired by Special Week out of the dam, again, Biwa Heidi, doing the job. Buena Vista won 3 of her 4 starts and was third in another one, never out of the first 3 in her career, with earnings of 68,088,000 Japanese yen in a rather short racing career. She actually won the Classic as well, of course she did. Classic winner of 2009, winning the Oka Show, the race we're actually taking a look at, the Japanese 1,000 guineas. So we've got a horse here, Embroidery, that is quite closely related to a horse that's taken the race out before, and also a winner of the Hanshin Juvenile Fillies, Group 1, and the Group 3 Tulip Show as well. A winner of the 2008 JRA Best 2-year-old filly. Buena Vista, fantastic career. The next one we need to take a look at, Joie de Vivre, a mare foaled in 2009, sired by Deep Impact, a legendary Japanese stallion out of Biwa Heidi yet again. Joie de Vivre raced 7 times in her career, winning twice and being third in another 1 race, for earnings of 95,948,000 Japanese yen. Joie de Vivre, 2011 Best 2-year-old filly, and again, winner of the Hanshin Juvenile Fillies of 2011 Group 1 race, and at 3 was third in the Group 3 Tulip Show as well at Hanshin. Very good career, it's fair to say. 2-year-old fillies, award winner as well, like Buena Vista, but unfortunately not the form at 3. Next horse, all still out of Biwa Heidi. What a damn. Tozen Rev is the next horse we need to look at. A horse foaled in 2008, sired by Deep Impact out of Biwa Heidi again. So this is another half-sister to the half-brother, to the second dam of our horse Tozen Rev. Good solid race career, 33 starts in his career, finishing in the first 3, 12 of 33. The horse managed to win 8 times. Earnings of 214,913,000 yen. Another good, solid race career. At 3, the horse won the Principal Stakes in Japan, and the horse won 2 listed races, also winning the listed Island Trophy, both at Tokyo. 3rd in the TV Tokyo High Asoba Show and the Minishi High, Group 2 and Group 3 races. At 4, the horse won the Group 3 Epsom Cup, and the horse also won the Rekuyu Stakes, being placed in the Capital Stakes. And at 7, the horse won another listed race, the Andromeda Stakes at Kyoto, while finishing 3rd again in the Rekuyu Stakes. Good, solid career Tozen Rev had, with plenty of pattern race efforts in him, it's fair to say. Good, solid horse. No record of him, according to these, being at stud at all, so I never looked for any stallion efforts from him. Sangreal is another one, a mare foaled in 2011, sired by Zeno Rob Roy out of Biwa Heidi. Sangreal raced 13 times in her career. She only managed to win 2 of her starts and was never in the first 3 again, apart from those 2 wins. Earnings of 75,084,000 yen. Sangreal at 3 won the Group 2 Senkei Sports Show Flora Stakes at Tokyo. So again, another pattern race performer, and she has also bred a horse that is still going round at 3 this year. Will it be a Classic Watch 25 possible? Time will tell, more than likely not. The horse we need to take a look at is Melchior. A colt foaled in 2022, the most recent one apart from Embroidery, sired by Nadal out of Sangreal, which of course makes Biwa Heidi the second dam of this one. Melchior has won 3 out of his 6 starts and has won 40,939,000 yen in his career so far. Won half of his starts, 3 out of 6, including a victory 2 in the Platana Show and all-weather allowance race, I think. And at 3, the horse has won the Bluebird Cup, which is a JRA race, an NAR race, not a JRA race, at Funabashi, trained by Mikio Matsunaga. Very interesting horse. It's won 3 out of 6 starts at his own level. Melchior, out of Sangreal, who was also a pattern race horse. Now it is finally time to take a look at the third dam of the horse, Biwa Heidi. A mare foaled in 1993, sired by Caerleon, out of Agsan. B. Wahidi raced 10 times in her career, winning 4 times and finishing second once more, 5 of 10 starts in the first 2. And earnings of 153,280,000 yen. A proper horse. B. Wahidi, it's fair to say, the 1995 best 2-year-old filly of Japan, who was foaled 2 best 2-year-old fillies as well. What a magnificent dam this is, B. Wahidi. The dam I hadn't come across before I made this video, I don't think. But you'll see there that she's bred 2 champion 2-year-old fillies, Japanese Horse of the Year, and herself. She was no back number, B. Wahidi. She won the Group 3 Sapporo Sansai Stakes and the Hanshin Sansai Himba Stakes, a Group 1 race, that was, I think. And the 3 in Japan in 1995. At 3, she was second in the Group 3 Tulip Show. And at 5, she managed to win the Kyuto Himba Tokubetsu, another Group 3 race at Kyoto at the time in 1998. Very good mare, B. Wahidi, best 2-year-old filly. And you've seen the foals that have come out of her and the decent horses. Very interesting horse, it's fair to say. B. Wahidi. We're going to take a look at the 4th dam of the horse now, Agshan. A mare foaled in 1985, sired by Lord Gale, out of a dam called Santa Luciana. People see that Agshan raced 4 times and was in the first 3 times. Never managed to win, 4 starts, 2 seconds and a third. Earnings of 2,268 American dollars in her career. Raced in England at 3, sent to Japan in 1993, and bred by Lovestone Stud. There is a few horses still related to her, I think, with Santa Luciana, the 2nd dam of them. So we're going to take a look at them now. One of them is called Air Smap. Air Smap was a horse foaled in 1995, sired by Dane Hill, out of Subtle Change, an Irish bred horse. Air Smap managed to race 44 times in his career, winning 7. Actually, in the first 3 in 20 of 44 starts, 7 wins, 7 seconds and 6 thirds, for earnings of 273,922,000 yen. Very solid career, 7 wins, Air Smap. Those 7 wins mainly came at 6 and 7 regarding the pattern. In 2001, he won the Sankei Show All Comers Group 2 race at Nakayama. He also won the April Stakes as well. 2nd in the Niigata Kinen Group 3. 3rd in the Kochi Stakes and the Tomoe Show. And at 7 in 2002, the horse was 2nd in the Group 3 Epsom Cup. So a horse that definitely blossomed with age, it's fair to say. Bred by Lowland Development Corporation and owned by Lucky Field Company. The horse was entered stud in 2003, 6 at Japan, sent to Korea in 2006, before sadly dying in 2011. Air Smap, but the horse had a good, solid career. You'll see there that Santa Luciana is the 2nd dam of this one. And the next one we need to look at is a legendary horse, really, in Japan, Manhattan Cafe. I remember this one going round, really. A horse foaled in 1998, sired by Sunday Silence, out of Subtle Change as well. So again, this is a half-sister, half-brother to the first horse we just looked at, and Santa Luciana again is the 2nd dam of the horse. Manhattan Cafe raced 12 times in his career, winning 6, and was 3rd another 1 time, for earnings of 522,834,000 yen. Proper money spinner for connections, this horse, around the turn of the century. The horse a classic winner, winning the Japanese St. Leger, the Kikuko Show of 2001. The horse also won the Arima Kinen, the Grand Prix, the horse that Classic Watch 24 Hope Regulera took out last year. And the horse also won the Tenno Show Spring Race, won some proper races out in Japan, Manhattan Cafe. 2002 JRA Award for Best Older Colt. Entered stud between 2003 and 2015 at Shadai Stallion Station at Hokkaido. And the horse was actually the leading sire in Japan in the pre-Deep Impact days of 2009, Japanese leading stallion. Very good horse, Manhattan Cafe. And we can see through Arian and the stallion here, Joe Cappuccino, we can take a look at Manhattan Cafe's stallion career. He entered stud in Japan in 2003, champion sire in Japan in 2009, sire of 1,351 progeny to race, 859 of them have won, only 63% have won. Earnings of over $315 million. The horse sired 47 stakes winners and 43 place getters, no back number at all in the shed. A sire of nearly 50 stakes winners. Manhattan Cafe, not at all a record to be scoffed at. And there's this horse we looked at here, Joe Cappuccino, won the NHK Mile Cup Group 1 race. So, yeah, very good stallion in the day, Manhattan Cafe. We can now take a look at the fifth dam of the horse, Santa Luciana, a German-bred mare, foaled in 1973, sired by Luciano out of a dam called Suelica, who was born in 1954. Santa Luciana managed to race 6 times, finishing in the first three times. 1 win, 1 second, 1 third, managing to earn $2,370 in her career. Santa Luciana raced 2 years in Germany, sent to England in 1977. Grand Dam of Japanese Grade 1 winner and leading sire, Manhattan Cafe. As we know, as many other horses that we've all taken a look at. I'm going to show you 3 horses now, and then what I will do is we are able to include a video in this horse from a previous Classic Watch horse to get plenty of background on some other horses. We're going to take a look quickly at Maigret. When we go back to Santa Luciana, they will see that Schwartz Blariot is the second dam of Maigret, foaled in 1947. I think the mare is also the 7th dam there's Suelica as well, the 6th dam of Maigret is the 5th dam of this horse, Embroidery. Maigret is going round quite well. 1/2 of his starts, 3 of 6, €63,000. The horse foaled in 2021, sired by Counter Attack out of a dam called Minoris. Maigret is a Group 3 unlisted winner in Germany. Won the 2024 Dr. Bush Memorial Group 3 and a listed winner at 2, the Junior and Price. You'll see there that's the 6th dam of the horse, is actually also the 6th dam of Embroidery. Sparkling Plenty, you'll see there that's again Southern Seas is the 5th dam of the horse, Sparkling Plenty. You'll see if we go back to Schwartz Blariot here is the 8th dam of Sparkling Plenty, classic winner from last year. Sparkling Plenty won 5 of her 11 starts, finishing in the first 3 in 8 of 11, earning €773,900 and £71,554. Classic winner as recently as last year, winning the French Oaks of 2024. Also winner in the Group 2 Prix Sandringham, 3rd in the Nassau, the Prix de l'Opera and the Prix Le Camargo. And at 2, the horse won the listed Prix de la Hante in France as well, owned by Alchacab Racing and Jean-Pierre Dubois, who also bred the horse as well. So there's a classic winner really not far off this horse. We're also going to take a quick look at Shigara. Shigara again, we'll see that Shantu is the 5th dam of Shigara, which means that Schwartz Blariot again is the 8th dam of Shigara. A horse that won 3 out of her 4 starts and €110,400 in Germany. The horse was never out of the first 2. Oh, she was in the Guineas. This is not up to date. She did run a bad race in the German 2,000 Guineas last year. But the horse was leading 2-year-old in Germany, winner of the Group 3 Price to Winter Konigan of 2023 and a listed winner of the Henkel Stoughton Prize of 2024 as well, trained by Marcus Klug. It is when people take a look, really, they go to end up at horses like Schwartz Blariot, though, that people will see why this other video is needed. Because we've got horses like Schwartz Elise, Schwartz Gold as well. You know, Schwartz Blariot is actually quite a way down. And this thing there is Suelica, born in 1954. She's already on the shot. Staccolito is in the pedigree of Sparkling Plenty, that horse is. So that will be Sagas and Starlift and all them are in that video. But I think they're also in the video I'm going to leave, which is the video I did for Maigret and Shigala out in Germany. There's Manhattan Cafe and Buena Vista. There is our section here, look. Santa Luciana, Ashcan, Biwa Heidi, Buena Vista and Manhattan Cafe, our two patent winners. There's Sternvogel as well. 1935 German Derby winner all the way back. Also like Slip Anchor. Very closely related to this line as well. There's Schwartz Blariot there in 1947. If people go even further back than they get to the German Oaks and Guineas winners there. Schwarzgold and Schwarzer Liesel. And I think if we take a look at the pedigree of maybe Santa Luciana, you'll see that those horses are the third and fourth dams as well. After Schwartz Blariot. So this is a proper strong pedigree. Classic winners for nearly 100 years. All over the world. You've got Sagas there on the arc. You've got horses there that are really quite useful in our section, all the way down really to Sternvogel, born in 1932. I don't know what that is. Okay, tab session manager's been updated, jolly good. So now it's time to take a look at the race. Now we're taking a look at the pedigree of the horse, Embroidery, and it's safe to say, I think, that the pedigree of the horse is top class. It's now time to take a time to watch the horse win the Group 3 Daily High Queen Cup on February the 15th, where she had other horses that I've had a look at. The Shonan Xanadu, I think, is a classic watch, 25 possible already on the channel. There was also won a group race this year. She was actually finished 9th in this race, Shonan Xanadu. So I've just got to work a little bit of magic now on the Windows capture, which to be honest, I did make look rather easy there. It isn't. And then we can watch the horse win Embroidery, the Daily High Queen Cup.
係員が離れます。スタートしました。綺麗に揃いました。11番のマディソンガールは最高峰です。さあ先行争い。まずは5番のロートホルンがスーッと先頭に立ちます。リードは1馬身。2番手に7番のエンブロイダリーがつけて、それから1馬身内から3番ミラードカリエンテ、それをかわす8番のティラトーレ3番手に上がります。さらに14番ギフテッドが4番手、その直後に4番の湘南ザナドゥ、それから1馬身。外に12番のコートアリシアン、内並ぶ6番マピュース、1馬身差内から2番のスライビングロードの追走、2馬身空いて9番レイユール外、内が1番のビバラリス、あとは3馬身13番エストゥペンダー 600m34 秒2で通過。後方に10番のロンドボスと11番マディソンガールが最高峰です。各馬3、4コーナーの中間に入ります。さあ先手を取ったのは5番のロートホルン、リードは体半分ぐらい、外から7番のエンブロイダリーがスーッと迫っていって、3番手には8番のティラトーレ、4コーナーカーブ600を通過。その後ろにマピュース、そこには4番の湘南ザナドゥ。さあ直線コースに入りました。さあ先頭5番のロートホルン、外から楽な手応えで7番のエンブロイダリーが差を詰める。マピュースが2頭の外400を通過。さらに外には8番のティラトーレ、それを追って湘南ザナドゥ、コートアリシアンが外から追い込んでくる。さらに外から13番エスペンダ、残り200の標識を通過。さあ先頭は7番のエンブロイダリーが抜けた。3馬身のリード、外から6番のマフィウスタを詰める。13番エスペンダが3番手に上がってきた。先頭は7番エンブロイダリー、ゴールイン、重賞初制覇。2番手6番マフィウス、3番手は13番エスペンダ。
That, I thought, was a very impressive performance by Embroidery, it's fair to say. I don't really think the horse did much wrong there in that race. The horse seemed to go through the race, travelling through the race, very well indeed. And the horse seemed to have plenty to give at the end. I think the horse has run out a decent winner there, Embroidery. After that's really the first time I've had a look at this horse. And looked at the pedigree of it, trying to find some more Guineas winners. And I think the horse Embroidery is definitely worth its place in the Japanese 1,000 Guineas. On the back of that, that was a very good Group 3 victory, it's fair to say, from Embroidery. Is the filly a classic winner or a classic hope? Time will tell. She is currently, as we've seen, entered in the Japanese 1,000 guineas. Will she drop out of the entries this week? Time will tell, really. It's fair to say we're not really in control of any of that. All we can do is see that she's entered in the week approaching the race and get the horse on the channel as quickly as possible and see how she goes. I think she's a definite player in the race in Embroidery. We've got some nice fillies this year. As this year we tried to take the race out with Classic Watch 25 before the race has actually happened. Last year we had Stellenbosch win the Japanese 1,000 guineas, but the horse was actually added to Classic Watch 24 to win the Oaks after she'd won the guineas. So hopefully we're going to try and strike in the Japanese 2,000 guineas. I think this one, Embroidery, will be the fourth or fifth horse to take its place on Classic Watch 24. Classic Watch 25, which for those who need a quick memory, the website can be found at classicwatch25.great/site.net. Right, I think I can leave this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody who has taken the time to watch the video. It's very much appreciated. What I will do is I will leave a copy to the Classic Watch 25 Possibles playlist so people can look at all the Classic Watch 25 Possibles that are around the world at this stage. And I will also give everybody an opportunity to watch this video without subscribing to the channel. I will give you all an opportunity to subscribe to the channel as well, so you don't miss any more horses. But for now, I will leave this video here. Take care, everybody. A fascinating week of racing coming up. UK trials start soon with the Greenham Stakes this coming Saturday. We've already had some Irish classics last week. Henri Matisse gaining his win in the Group 3 race. His first comeback win. His first comeback as a 3-year-old Henri Matisse gaining the victory. So that's good to see. A Classic Watch 25 possible in Ireland hit the ground running. There's also been some classic trials in France. The decent horses in France are hopefully starting to reveal themselves as well. And we're around a month away till the Kentucky Derby in America. So hopefully there will be American horses to nail down as well in Duke Cage. And then, of course, we have the Colts going round in the Japanese 2,000 guineas. Plenty of end-of-season classics as well in Australia. Oaks especially out in South Australia, Queensland and New South Wales. Still to come, so plenty of action still to come here as Classic Watch 25 really begins to hot up. With this horse, Embroidery will hopefully take her chance in the Japanese 1,000 guineas this coming week. Right, I'm going to leave this video here now. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Look after yourselves, and goodbye.